Hi everyone. Today I'm going over a quick tutorial on Google Business Profile. Google Business Profile is an easy to use tool for businesses and organizations to manage their online presence across Google, searches, and also maps. This will allow your customers to find your business, allow you to tell them your story, and it can also verify your business and all of its information. It's basically your footprint on the digital world. A Google Business Profile not only gives businesses control over ensuring that their contact location and other information listed on Google are correct, but it also gives them a whole new platform through which they can connect with their customers. You need to have a presence. You are a service industry, you need a storefront online. The reason why this is also very important, the actual searching of the terms near me, I'm sure you've probably done it before, looking for a business close to you, has increased 200% over the past 2 years, and Google Business Profile allows them to connect that dot. Over half of Google Business Profile interactions produce website visits as well, which is extremely important. And also 90% of users primarily learn about local companies online. The average Google Business Profile receives 33 clicks per month. That's on the low end. So you want to be found. So that is the reason why we are going to be discussing Google Business Profile. Now, to make sure you have a Google Business Profile, you need to make sure you have a Google account, or some of you may already have a Gmail email. That is going to connect the dot between Google and you. So make sure you have one of those two things, and then you will go and Google search Google Business, and you will end up on this page, google.com/business. Okay? So to get started on a Google Business Profile, you will need to click the Manage Now option. When you get to this window, you will go step by step to create your Google business. Now, I will tell you, some order of Google Business Profile is different, but you will more likely cover each one of these. They just may not be in the exact same order. So first, I'm going to name my business, which is H&R Trainer. And I'm going to press Enter to select it. Next, it's asking me to start building your business profile. So, business category, I am going to be a real estate agent. Now, you can elaborate on this later. You can be a real estate consultant, a luxury real estate professional. There are different categories you can add later on, but this is a great starting point to make your profile. I'm then going to click Next. It says, do you want to add a location customers can visit, like a store or office? Yes, agents, your clients will meet you in office, so I heavily recommend this. Hit yes. It's going to ask you what your address is. I feel the easiest thing that you can possibly do here is put your office address. Now, there was going to be some things I'm going to discuss about this, but the reason why is you're going to possibly receive a postcard for validating your account that will have a validation code on it. Now, some will get it, some won't, but this is something that you might want to note. So I'm going to put my office address here. 532 East Paces. There it is right there. And it fills in. I'm going to hit Next. Now, the important note is right here. It says, is this your business? Now, I'm not trying to work as the Buckhead office admin of their business profile, but I do work out of there. So I would recommend if this comes up for your office, select this doesn't match. It'll just show that you're another business within that location. It's very important. And I'll hit Next. It says, do you provide deliveries or home or office visits? Yes, you're a realtor. You meet at home. So I'm going to hit yes and hit Next. Next, it says add the areas you serve. This isn't rocket science. What are the areas that you actually work as a real estate professional? Start typing in, for instance, Woodstock. And you'll see Woodstock, Georgia populate. You select it. You start typing in Marietta. Marietta shows up. You select it. You select the areas that you know well and you serve, and then hit Next. Now you can edit this later. Don't worry, you can add more. Next, I'm going to put my contact information so they can find me. Now this is extremely important. I'm going to put my cell phone in first, but also I'm going to put my web address at Harry Norman. The reason why I need for everyone to understand that Google connects dots. It uses what's called crawling. Crawling is when Google or other searches send out bots to find web pages and read the pages and try to connect the two together. They're collecting data. So the way to utilize Google Business in a smart way is use the same web address on all things. Your social medias, your Google profile here. I mean, you should use the same URL on everything so that everything connects. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put in H&R Trainer web.harrynorman.com and click next. That will also be on my LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. Stay in the know. Would you like updates and recommendations? That's totally up to you. I'm gonna say yes. I can always unsubscribe. Okay, now it's currently verifying. It says you're being verified by Google. My email is here. We'll be able to manage H&R Trainer after you've been verified. This may take a few minutes. Not everyone will verify the same way. Some will be immediate because you have a high Google presence. Some will require the postcard to be validated. It just happens in different ways. In this window, it says add your services. This is pretty simple. You have the option to show more, and here are all the different things that correlate with being a realtor. So first-time home buying service, luxury property and buying. You even have the opportunity to write your own custom services, which I heavily recommend. Use major keywords that will help your account stand out, and then you'll hit next. Also, you'll need your business hours. I'm a realtor. I work every day. I know. And I also work 24/7, 24 hours. So on the open side, you can click down, and 24 hours is one of the options. That's what I would recommend, but it's totally personal preference. 24 hours across the board. Selecting them all and hitting next. Okay. Next thing, if you want messaging sent through this, you can. I am going to set mine up. I'm okay with the Google messaging. And put on call history, lets you see info about customers who called your business. Turn it on. I want to know who is trying to reach out to me. Hit next. Next, you need to make sure you have a business description. Now, my advice to this is use major keywords, areas, what services you provide, your affiliates. Make sure you hit that 750 character mark as close as you can. Google loves words. Take advantage of it. So I'm going to take mine here and I'm going to paste it in. And 732 is pretty close, so I feel pretty good. If I wanted to throw in some extra keywords at the end, I might do that. And then I'm going to hit next. Fill all the voids you can possibly fill. Now in this opportunity, it's asking you to add photos to your business. So I'm going to start off by clicking on the add photos. I can add more later. Let me make sure that you can see this. Perfect. I'm going to hit select photos from my computer. I'm going to grab the Harry Norman logo to add to my photos because it is a part of my business. You can add more here, or you can add more when you're inside of your actual profile. Then I'm going to hit next. It says start advertising your business with Google Ads. I'm going to actually skip the Google Ads for right now. You can go back into AdWords and learn more about ads, but the truth is your main objective is to create your business profile. Now I'm going to hit continue, and my account has been published. It's going to ask if you want to edit more information, which you can at this point. You can promote it. You can do all the fun little parts of it. The main thing is your account has been started and it looks like this. So it's going to give you a few suggestions. It's already pretty much validated my account. So now my next objective is to optimize my profile. So you're going to scroll down. You're going to read all the information about it. You're also going to be able to provide your customers and fellow agents with the opportunity to give you a review. Now, Google reviews are awesome. They really are. They validate you in a different way. You use QSC as an agent to get reviews from your clients. Why not get Google reviews from fellow agents who enjoyed your interaction and how professional you were? That's a great way to utilize this. Some people's Google business profiles may not publish immediately. You may not get the checkbox as immediate as I did. Don't be worried about that. Wait for the postcard to come in And then what you can do is you can edit your profile here by clicking the button, or up at the top right where your little circle icons are next to your Google profile, you'll notice that there's a new tab called Business Profile on your bar. Click on this and it will take you into the main window of your Google Business Profile where you can make more edits and add on. Objectives you should probably consider: going into your info section, checking to make sure you've optimized all areas. If you need to add more service areas, do that. If you want to add more services as a real estate agent, you should do that. Fully optimize what you are and what you bring to the table as a professional. If you didn't hit that 750 mark on your description, go back and edit and add more in. Take your description into Word, figure out how many word counts you have, knock it out. Next, you have also the opportunity to add photos. Now, one thing I want to point out on the left side on your menu, if you hit photos, you have the opportunity to add a logo, which my Harry Norman would be my logo. You have an opportunity to add a cover photo. So that will be kind of like if you'd like your storefront, the front of your office building, or also it could be an Atlanta cityscape. You do work in Atlanta. The way to add generic photos to your account, up here, there's a blue button, the plus symbol, and you can just add as many photos as you want. Google loves the number 100. So my objective and challenge to you is to take 100 images that are yours, like your agent of the month, social cards, all those different items that are yours, and add on to your account. You're basically proving that you're truly working and that you are a real account by adding more and more to it. It's very important to just hit all of the marks. A lot of questions that I normally get: Drew, what about the testimonials from QSC and from Zillow and all those kind of things? Like I told you before, Google crawls. Google's going to find those items and it's going to connect it to your Google business profile over time. Make sure those accounts like Zillow and so on have the correct web address, your Harry Norman web address on it. It'll help the crawl faster. So make sure your socials have your web address from Harry Norman as well. It'll find Facebook, LinkedIn, and so on to help validate who you are and that you're a professional. Other than that, get into your Google business profile, contribute to your account, validate that you're a strong presence in your market, that you're a professional, and take full advantage of this new digital footprint you have as a realtor. I hope this helps. Have an incredible day. And if you need to ask any questions, I'm Drew, your H&R trainer. Reach out anytime.